Do you ever stop to think that some people live with disabilities that you can't see? It happens every day, but perhaps you are unaware. Unaware that so many of us have to live with disabilities that you simply cannot see, that you don't notice at first glance. It's easy to judge, easy to get frustrated because you don't see a wheelchair. But take another look. Sometimes there is more than meets the eye. It's time to think outside the chair. Have you ever been in a busy parking lot looking for a space and you see someone who parks in an accessible parking spot and your first instinct is that a person with a disability? Sometimes these things are hidden, unseen. Take another look. Take a moment to think. If they have a permit, there is a reason for it. Just because they can walk doesn't mean they aren't living with a disability. People living with invisible disabilities can be subject to criticism, verbal and even physical abuse, just for parking where they are permitted to, just because they aren't in a wheelchair. What about accessible toilets? Have you ever used one, even though you aren't a person living with a disability? Have you seen someone come out of one that you didn't think was a person living with a disability? Did you judge them? Say something rude or inappropriate? It can be easy to unconsciously judge. Disabilities such as diabetes, mental illness, autism, digestive disorders, multiple sclerosis, and many others are just not visible. It could be anyone you come across on any given day, a stranger, a colleague, even a friend. It's easy to mistake disabilities and assume that only people in a wheelchair can park there, because the international symbol tells us that. There is often more than meets the eye. Not all disabilities are visible. Think outside the chair.